Alrighty, well, here we go again. We're going to jump into this traditional draft and pay 1,500 gold from our free-to-play account and see if we can't keep our numbers up. I want to thank Card Kingdom, my new sponsor, for sponsoring my content. Really makes a big deal to me, and I hope you all check out Card Kingdom for all your magic needs. We're going to be pretty shameless about our rare drafting. For example, Shark to Crab, High Alert, and Cry of the Carnarium. High Alert and Shark to Crab are high picks. Emergency Powers is largely unplayable. But this account is about grinding out as many gems as we can so that we can keep playing limited. So as much as this might horrify some people, here's what we're going to do. We have 3 Emergency Powers. We're almost at a 4x playset of this set anyway. So we're going to do a trick here that you can do. When you see a rare mythic, and you can do this, just do it sometime before you finish the draft, but if I don't do it right away, I forget. So I'm going to go do it right now. We are going to go and craft our remaining emergency power that we need. And now, when we finish this draft, we're going to get 40 extra gems just by making this pick. And there is no pick in this pack. Shark to Crab is not worth 40 gems to your EV. No card is worth anywhere near 40 gems to your EV. So we take emergency powers and we put it in the sideboard, and we are happy that we've already made 40 gems towards pushing this number up again. In this pack, the rare is missing, so we'll probably take a gateway sneak here. The gate deck still is very good. The bots are not adjusting at all, so you still tend to be pretty wide open with gates, so we're going to snap a sneak. And now we get to do the other thing that some of you new viewers might not be doing and you really ought to be, which is print runs. Uncommon print runs. So we have 2 uncommons in this pack, a Windstorm Drake and a Sunder Shaman. So we know that a card has been removed here. And actually, I've done this so much I know what it is now. So Trollbred Guardian was taken out of this pack. That's my bet. So we do print, and we call this this is RNA, right? How does it do? Print RNA. Now, somebody put it up there. Somebody will get it up there. Anyway, you do the... if you look up on Reddit, there's print runs for all the sets. All the uncommons are in a predictable order. So if we look up Windstorm Drake or Sunder Shaman in the print run. Here, I'll just paste it the old-fashioned way. Here it is. Thank you, Havoc. So if you go to that and look, you can see that the 2 cards on either side of Sunder Shaman and Windstorm Drake in the uncommon print runs are Sphinx of the New Prov and, as I said, Trollbred Guardian. Could be Sphinx, but Trollbred is a little better as a pick 1. Could be either way, but chances are Oppo, our neighbor to the right, has taken a Trollbred. And we can keep looking at that throughout the draft as we see that there's information to be gleaned. This is best of 3. This is a traditional. Try to wheel the Clear the Mind and maybe take the Windstorm Drake. Yeah, I like that. See where this goes. And look, nice reward there. Let's also check the print run, though. Gate Colossus has Carnival Carnage and Scrabbling Claws on one side, and Basilica Bellhaunt and Light Up the Stage on the other. That's interesting, because I don't think of the AI as being super interested in Light Up the Stage, Carnival, or Scrabbling, so I'm not sure. Obviously, Basilica Bellhaunt is gone from here, but I'm not sure what the other pick was. Interesting. So we took that. We don't have any gates yet. That's something to keep in mind. Plague White here is strong. Probably the Summary Judgment, though, is going to be the best card for us. It's on a guild, and it's Azorius Gates is fine. It's a little better than going... Plague White is fine. So is Rendhorn, but it's not as good as Judgment. We'll just take the Judgment. for all the follows. If you're hanging out here with me and you came from Nox, just clicking that follow button and at least keeping me on your radar would be so sweet. I would appreciate that a lot. We could take the quench here. We could take something on color, but the Thrall leaps out at me as suspiciously late. And Esper is a great place to be for a Gates deck as well, so I'm fine to take a Thrall here. See if we can't play that with some of the Gates we're going to be looking for. And I'm also willing to abandon, like, Windstorm Drake is just okay. We could totally end up in an Orzhov Gate deck as well. And white is so strong, and these are so meh. This is strong too, but obviously we're not going to go there with it. I'm going to go, let's check the print run though. I want to make sure we know what's going up with Zur. Zertog Goblin has Frilled Mystic and Skatewing Spy on one side, and Knight of the Last Breath and Orzhov Racketeers on the other. Probably Frilled and Skatewing, which would be great. Would love for our neighbors to the right to be staying in green colors. And that means, yeah, I'm going to take the Plague White and see if we can't navigate maybe to Orzhov. I wouldn't hate that. Exposed to Daylight. This is a best of 3, so these get much better. I'm willing to play 1 in the main anyway. Question is the first Daylight better than the first Doggy? Or Bring to Trial? Dog is really good in the Skies deck because it gives those flyers 1 death. Any thoughts from the chat? What do you like? Expose, Doggy, Bring to Trial. You could make an argument for the Pegasus if you thought we were going to High Alert. In fact, High Alert could be in the next pack. We passed a High Alert pack 1, pick 1. And they don't necessarily respect it. So, and frankly, though, if we're going to take a High Alert deck, Pegasus is worse than the Dog anyway. So let's take the Watchdog, given that it works in both Skies and High Alert. And look, it came back. So did the Clear to Mine. We could consider that, but I think we take the High Alert here. Works with the Sneak. Works with the Dog. Maybe actually, still Esper might be the best way to go here. I don't know if High Alert's actually the pick over Clear the Mind. Let's do it. High Alert. And look, we even get a courier for that. Trouble. I'm going to take a Messenger over Clear the Mind since we've moved into High Alert territory. Not unplayable in High Alert, but still not great. Funny in High Alert. We'll take that. Another High Alert. Wow. And a High Alert. We saw it wheel. We take Plaza of Harmony for the gems. What would we be passing for that? Besides this, the High Alert. I'm going to risk... we're going to try and wheel the High Alert and take the gems. Y'all think I'm crazy, right? But we saw it wheel the first time. I think it's coming back around. Bing! Gems. Gatebreaker Ram. We could take the Ram. Maybe we just move in on High Alert and not worry about the gate stuff here. Slimebind's good here. We have no gates yet is the thing. And I'm excited about where we're headed on the High Alert front. So I think I am going to take the Slimebind. We're going to focus on the High Alert path. And here's a gate we could take, although I do like Sphinx's Insight. If we get some more black sources, we could see Throlling. I think we're done with the Plague White. We could also just take Pestilent Spirit. It's more gems, and we could end up splashing it. So let's take gems that we'll leave in the main deck to remember we could play. Wow, Angel making me... There's a chance Insight wheels. It depends. Like, we saw a lot of late blue and white in the first pack, so Shield is low-key great in some, yeah. No, Crocodile, you wouldn't actually. You would not make more gems by making a stronger deck by 1 card. I went on a long explanation of that earlier that you can check in the VOD, but bottom line, I'll give a short version of it here since we have a big new audience. And you may be thinking, how can you pass that for 20 gems? And this is the way I helped frame it earlier. If you imagine, so I have about a 60% win rate. That's 10% above what you would expect if we were just flipping coins. Okay, so where am I getting my 10% advantage over the course of an entire event or an entire match? There's every single draft pick, there's the deck building, and then there's every single game decision. All of those 3 things combine to form the 10% advantage I have. Now bust those up into the individual parts. Well, that decision, that decision, that decision, that decision, all those decisions need to add up for a share of that pie of 10%. And so think to yourself, given all of the stuff that goes into moving me from 50% to 60%, how much of it was taking high alert number 2, pack 2, pick 1 over what I did. And first, the high alert might come back around, making it true genius. But second, 40 gems or 20 gems straight up is basically going to be better every time for your gem value than a common or an uncommon that you could take in its place. This is what I'm doing to demonstrate maximum gem grindage. But in terms of what I recommend for you, I recommend you have fun. Make the choices that bring you the most fun. But if you are value conscious and on a serious budget, this is what you need to do to max out your gems. Yeah, and I think we do take the Angel here. We try and wheel this Collapse or the Locket, maybe even the Junk Troller. Junk Troller is not bad on the ground. There's a lot of stuff here. Actually, the Pegasus is fine. We'll take the Angel. If we even get a handful of gates from here, we could still run the Colossus. I like the Arbiter. It's effectively a flyer, but here we have Code of Constraint, also very good. Yes. Gems bring me joy, exactly. I'm going to remove these Watchful Giants. There's no way we're playing them. So, what are we taking here, though? Sorry, it's either going to be Azorius, Night Arbiter, or the Code. And I was looking at what we had. We're high alert, and we're low on 5, so we're definitely taking the Night Arbiter. It's an amazing high alert card. Are we in the right colors? I think we're in the right colors. My God. So we have a Summary Judgment that's right on plan. I just want to, I'm trying to scoop. I can't just take the whole pack. That won't work. Man, maybe we should take the gate here and get this stuff working. I really want to take this pack. Spirit is fine. Yeah, I want to hear opinions here. Come on, chat. Give me some opinions on this one. There are so many justifiable suggestions here. I think it's Spirit, Judgment, Thrall, or Gate. Yeah, you want to look at the curve to make that call. Makes some sense. Rogue likes the final payment. I think I take the straight Judgment over the payment here if we want to take the removal. Yeah, a lot of opinions. This is a tough one. This is an interesting one. I think I'm going to screen cap this one. This is a tough pick. The good news about tough picks is that you're, in the same way we were just talking about the percent value change between me rare drafting versus me taking an alternate pick, you can get really hung up on what the right pick is here. But given that I've been taking unplayable rares over Summary Judgments, if I incorrectly take Spirit of the Spires over Summary Judgment, it's hardly a thing at all. We have no gates so far. That's the thing. But I'm also willing to just give up on the gate side of this. And this is really interesting because it does really help the high alert. And hopefully we're getting another high alert in 2 picks. I'm going to do it. Taking the Spirit. I'm taking the Spirit because it's not normally the correct pick in that spot, but we actually have a spot here where it might be correct. And here we'll take a final payment, see if we can't end up splashing that. I'll take the gates if they seem correct, but I'm not gonna, like, I might even, like, we take this gate. Look at this. My God. Can't do it. I'm going to take the Judgment. I just think we got the high alert back, so there you go. Genius. Here's a Senate Courier to go with that plan, and a Pegasus to go with that plan. Junk Troller. You don't need to be attacking with 6/6 Junk Trollers, but let's do it. We're all in on the... we're all in on it. It's good. I don't care. Yeah, see ya, Gates. We don't need you, Gates. We know what we're doing. Oh, I thought we were done. I was ready to build this deck. We have a whole 3rd pack. All right. And also, this is partly why I'm like, this is why I gem draft. There, you just end up with the playables. And so to that point, we're taking gems, folks. No gems, but you do have you do make vault progress on uncommons and commons. So it's very minor, but in like pick 12 through 15, if you have an uncommon, then you should take the uncommon because it pushes your vault progress a little more. And yeah, gems. Essence Capture, Chillbringer, Gate, Slimebind. This is a good one. What do you think about this? Chili? We up for a Chili here? Although we're high alert. I mean, Chili's just good everywhere, right? 2 Judgments, Slimebind. We got some removal. Some support for a Gate still. Easy Teasy wants the Gate. Yeah, these packs have been super loaded. Totally justifying all my rare drafting. Gate has not been wheeling, so I actually don't think that's necessarily true, but if we end up going 9-8 basics with no black cards and no Gate payoffs, that's not the worst either. I think I'm going to go with the with Chili Bee here. It's good in all blue decks, and it's good in the deck where we have Spirit of the Spires and Windstorm Drake, so I like that. Here we could take a Gate to support the black splash, potentially. If we get another Gate, another couple of Gates, we could play both the Colossus. Like, Angel, Colossus, and Sneak don't actually need much Gate support, so we're not dead in the water on Gates yet, so I'm going to take this one here. Mark is good with high alert, but the potential to end up with enough Gates has me wanting to at least hedge towards that. Senate Griffin seems to get worse than Syndicate Messenger with double high alert. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to take the Messenger. There's an Acuity, but we're not really doing the Acuity thing, and here's a perfect Gate for us, so I'm just gonna snap this Gate. Oh, yes! What have I done to deserve this? Bing! We could take IGI, Commando. This is the type of deck where IGI doesn't shine quite as much, although High Alert is a pretty aggressive version of the Esper deck, and IGI isn't unplayable. I don't think we're going to do either of those, though, so I'll take the IGI and consider it. And we're going to cross our... I was going to say, we're going to cross our fingers for one more Gate. Look at it! Yes! Yeah, I'll be right back. Lottery ticket time. Clean living, as Rob Schuster would say. Got, just like that, suddenly we have 4 gates, and Angel, Colossus, and Sneak all become immediately playable. I like a Portal out of the board against enchantment-based removal. And this isn't awful for a big finisher, but I don't think we need it. We'll take it anyway, though. Maybe Dead Revels, actually, if we're splashing the black. Let's see about that. Yeah, we don't need another big flyer. Revels is gonna be much better. And the mark came back. That ain't right. Wizards, get us human drafts, please. I want to draft against humans on this software. Quench, maybe in the board. I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna play that. 120 gems off the grind, just like that. And the deck is good. That's what I mean, folks. Like, yes, the deck would be even better if I hadn't rare drafted, but come on, look at how good the deck is. 120 gems is like a win plus. Like, it's like a full match win. So you can't tell me that the handful of cards that we passed on bring up the deck to a full match win more of EV. No way. Do I think human drafts will happen anytime soon on Arena? I don't know what they're prioritizing anymore, folks, to be honest. I mean, I was on the team for 2.5 years, and all throughout that time, the intent was always to have 8 humans drafting, because the intent has always been to make this an authentic Magic experience. And to do that, you need to have authentic drafting, and authentic drafting means 8 humans. So, but if they're deciding the bottom line is better off focusing on other priorities, they will. One of my big questions for Wizards right now is it still on the table, or have you changed your mindset about it? Or is Wizards just thinking, you know what? Indefinite, no human, indefinite all bot drafts. Like, they could say that and it wouldn't be, you know, if they decided that was right for the bottom line, I could see them doing that. But that just seems wrong. All right, let's get this deck built. So sweet. We got to, maybe this is too cute now. Let's look at our numbers first. We're at 18-9. We could just, if we killed the black entirely, we just have we have free black, though. Why kill the black when you have free black? It's just so, the cards are too good. That makes me want to cut, like, Pegasus. And start the junk troller on the board. Make sure it's actually good on defense, like that it's useful without high alert. Yeah, I think that's what makes sense. Yeah, Piers, we had 8 human bots. We had 8 human drafting before we had 8 bot drafting, but then the whole system got rewritten. So at one point we had 8 humans drafting and we didn't have bot draft, but then we got bot draft and overhauled the draft code, and it basically amounted to starting over from scratch on that. And so it doesn't even matter. No stipulation. Stipulation was actually my ongoing stipulation on this account is gem grind. Win through the gem grind. And here we're gonna call this. What do we call this deck? This is gonna be High Messengers. Although we probably want to cut one of them. I like this rally. I think it's fun. I think we want to try that. Flying high. I like that. We'll call it flying high. And then we'll just do that. One more cut. What are we looking at numbers-wise? Nope, that's not what I want. I'm just trying to look at the data. 15.9. Could go either way on a cut here. Revels, Rally. Yeah, Windstorm Drake might actually be the cut. That's a good call. It always feels like I shouldn't be doing that, but Windstorm Drake doesn't actually affect power once High Alert gets online anyway. And we have decent high drops, so I kind of like that. Yeah. Let's try this. We will get to the battlefield view. Here we go. Thank you, Card Kingdom, for the sponsorship. Appreciate that as we head into our first match here. Give a shout out to my new sponsor. And a Mewtwo and Snack. Draconis makes the great point that I did not look closely at my mana. Fortunately, we're going to get all three of our colors from this one, but we will take a very close look at the mana sideboarding. All right, we're up against Rakdos on the draw, so we're have some pressure here, but we're going to play the gate and drop a courier. We got a nice curve out from here that hopefully can contain a Rakdos deck. Piers wants to know what the best EV snack for MTGA drafting is. Well, buzz marketing for Snyder's of Hanover's amazing honey, mustard, and onion pretzel bites. They're one of my favorites. Oppo stuck on 2. That's a good sign for us. We'll drop Courier and start the curve out. I actually really don't like the other flavors, Piers. That, like, every time I get anything other than the honey, mustard, and onion, I'm disappointed. But every time I get one of these, the bag is gone in an embarrassingly short amount of time. Yeah, look at all these. We have way too many swamps, obviously. I'm so glad we didn't get color screwed out of this game. Yeah, Buffalo is okay. Like, I wanted it to be good. I'm a big fan of the Buffalo flavor profile. And I really wanted that to be good, but then I tried it and just like, this is not even remotely close to being as good as the honey, mustard, and onion one, so I just haven't really looked back. There's a s'more pretzel? I have not had s'more pretzel bites. I don't know, that sounds like a mixing of the worlds that I'm not sure I want, but... Well, I'm talking about Snyder's of Hanover's pretzel pieces, honey, mustard, and onion. They are not sponsoring me, but anybody from Hanover wants to reach out to them, I'd be happy to promote them for money, because I love the product. Okay, Thrall. Since we're not being blocked in the sky and they haven't shown the ability to attack, we're going to just swing in and drop the Thrall. If Oppo's chucking goblins, it probably means they've got another one here. But this Angel is going to get us 4 life back, and this just doesn't seem like a winning plan. Maybe they were just trying to get the sure thing juggler. That makes a lot of sense, because they're short on land. They really need to find their land drop, so that's totally understandable. We're going to drop this gate, pump up that Angel even more, and drop a Chillbringer. On Juggy.
All right, everyone, chill.
A Thrall of their own. Hey, high alert. We like you. That's going to make it awfully rough on Oppo. Well, since we got some new viewers here, I should probably run out my whole allotment at some point. All right. I'll do the Rat Burglar for those who missed it, but there's another one we have that might show up somewhere in the games here, so I'm not going to do that one. But this is the OG. This is the OG stream meme that was made by my 16-year-old son, Oliver, when I told him that whenever I played Burglar Rat, it made me think of this snippet of Public Enemy.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Oops, not that mana. What does this do? Are we supposed to play this? No, we're not, really. 8, 9 blue, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white. So we got 9, 9, 4 with this construction. I like that. 9, 9, 4 is good. We have enough black that a single swamp doesn't offend me. You could sub. If somebody subs, that will come up every time. But here, I'll just...
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
And that is why, with no planning, everything around here is a rat theme. Okay, wait, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... Oh, we have too much land, so we gotta cut that. Wait, 8, 13, 14, 15... Yeah, okay, I guess we're gonna do the 3... Or maybe we do like this and even that. All right, thank you. I should have been doing more sideboarding. I'm going to rush this out there because of time, but thank you for the sub. Appreciate that, Rock. Some meme distraction there may be prevented from optimal sideboarding, but we'll see if we can make this work. Yeah, that looks good. Panther's not a great card against us, so I don't care too much about that. Ooh, Gateway Sneak on 3 seems good. We'll put the Pegasus down here, though. They showed more Rakdos-y in Game 1, and now we're seeing it be more Orzhov-y. I mean, it was clearly Mardu from even Game 1, but looks like their Orzhov side is showing up here. Yeah, you get that. This could be a Juggy, but we're not going to, like, trade off the Pegasus just to prevent them from a turn 3 Juggler. And they didn't have it anyway. Awesome. And we get Gate for the Sneak. Coming up Millhouse here. Hopefully they don't gruesome that. Nope, no. All 3 colors and nothing from them on 3. Interesting. I wonder what's going on in their hand. Well, yeah, I guess that seems fine. By doing that, they don't even make us use the gate to get the sneak through. I'm cool with that. Trying to figure out if we want to leave the Pegasus back on D. We're going to play a messenger that threatens to trade with the, or to eat the artist, so I'm going to make him have something. They haven't shown anything so far. Another gate to keep the sneaking going. Why didn't I double block? I don't know. Fear. Did I have a double block? I just must have missed it. That happens. I thought I... yeah. Now let's play out the black gate so we get our black mana. Okay, I didn't think I had a double block, but again, I can't remember anything past about 15 seconds ago, so you can convince me of a lot when it comes to my possible mistakes. And Pegasus is attacking here too. All right. That is paying a price for sure. So we're happy to take that. Take that off of them. Easy messenger here. Yeah, we're happy to have Oppo 2-for-1 themselves to avoid the card advantage engine continuing. IGI, solid card, but not good here, and I love our spot. Spirit with both Slime Bind and Judgment ready. Bedevil. Yep. Rare for a rare. Can't do anything about that. But happy to trade 1-for-1 until the end of this game. Because we're winning that game. And to that end, I'm just going to judge this right now. We're at what are we going to lose to mode, and I could make the argument that with the Kaya's Wrath in the format that you don't want to overextend, but we have Dead Revels to recover from that possibility. And since we're only presenting exactly lethal, I want to present above lethal so that a single removal spell from them does not save the game. Oh, actually, we didn't have lethal anyway, because I forgot that with IGI they would go to 6. Oh, sorry, I need to update all of my data. Sorry about that. Let's do that now. We're 1-0. Nice. Out of the gate with a win. With our heavily rare drafted, but still awesome Esper High Alert deck. RNA Bo3. All right, we're accurate on that info now. Yes, thank you for the redo mana. Appreciate that a lot. We decided to keep... Did we keep one swamp? Yeah, we went like this, and then we added... Or actually, maybe we just add that back. We just go like this. 7, yeah, that worked. Yeah, I like that. So it was close. We just had one swamp to fix. And we'll save that, though. Yeah, 5 planes, but if you count the symbols, we have 3, 4, 9. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No. We want more planes. That's right. 9, 8, 4 is where I want to be. Oh, you saying I have the wrong quantity? I wish they had the number up there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, that's 17. They took the numbers off the top of the column so more cards would fit. Because it wasn't, you know, having to scroll down to see the whole deck is annoying. Well, we know what we're doing with that one. And this does not look great, but we can't go to 5. We're going to keep and look for planes. Could keep that and look for attacking, but no, we're going to be disciplined and try to find the planes. Well, I'll take any land now, and at least we can get the spirit online. There was a question about ranked versus traditional, and somebody, let's, when I finish this match, we'll do a look at the spreadsheet and EV and stuff. Ranked versus trad EV. Because there's a lot of new viewers here, and it's a good tool to have at your disposal, to know that you have. I love the London Mulligan. I think it's going to become the future. I mean, basically, once Wizards is at the point of testing a change like this at the pro level, you kind of know they're already on board with it. Like, they think it's good, or it wouldn't have made it that far. So basically, whenever I see something like this, where they say we're going to test this at the at the Mythic Championship, what they mean is we have tested this heavily already in the building, and we think we're there. We think this is good, and we're going to do this. Prove us wrong, Mythic champions. The London Mulligan is at first. Hey, thank you for that sub. The London Mulligan says, instead of what we do now, every time you mulligan back up to 7 cards, and then when you keep, discard cards from your 7-card hand down to what you mulligan to. Excuse me. So mulliganing still sucks in that case, but it doesn't suck as much. And so what's our long-term plan here? We're at 16, under some pressure. We're going to start with this messenger. And if we draw a land, we can maybe do high alert Sentinel's Mark stuff, but it definitely starts with the messengers here, or the messenger. And then we need some land and hopefully maybe some more white. The trouble with the plans that we have is that mostly they require 2 white, so we really want a plains off the top. It's got to be going to the bottom. If they would never make the mulligan impact something as like what's in your graveyard to start the game. I'm going to go ahead and block. If they've got something to kill the messenger, that's cool. We have Dead Rebels anyway. Only the Pestilent Spirit. Courier at least keeps everything blocked, and they didn't show anything here. I would really wanted to land here, but I'm going to play the Courier since... And I can also play the Dog. That's nice. It's an actual 2-spell turn. And then High Alert gets really good next turn. Boy, still want that land. Maybe even here, I think we just actually judge. Well, no, we can go... We could judge and then Revel's back. Courier and Spirit. Attack with the Messenger. Yeah, I'm going to do that. No, I don't want to actually... Yeah. Let's see. This triggers... Death triggers twice, but that doesn't have one. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to trigger the Dead Revels. Yeah, IGI would not be great, but actually the High Alert plus the Night Arbiter and everything, if we find some land, I think we can actually race in this situation. Yeah, well, that was the question. I think we were always going to attack. It was just whether... what we wanted to cast this turn. But I like that play. Okay. Start with attack in the air, and then figure out what we want to do from here. We could go Courier since they know about it and have the Sentinels mark up. But I'm going to go with the the Night Arbiter, and then next turn maybe we can do High Alert Courier. Yeah, we can, next turn if we draw a land, we get High Alert Courier, or if we don't, we still have High Alert... Well, we don't have High Alert Mark because we do have Spirit Mark, though, so that's good. And we did find the land, and it's the one we wanted. Kind of lets us do everything we want. Start here. Don't really have a doggy attack, though, but these two are going to do some work. Aha! Deece. That's 2 Mortifies, huh? Or is this... Yeah, wow. Nice deck, Oppo. It's going to be tough in this one. But still, then maybe this means we play the Spirit instead of the Courier. And we're still putting a pretty good clock here. I like Mark on the Messenger, so it sits here blocking the Thrall nicely. And the Spirit, I'll trade with anything, whatever. Because we can even, if they try to double block the Spirit, we can save it with the doggy, and then it's just brutal for them the follow-up turn. Yeah, Teysa hasn't shown much to do here, but the floor on Teysa as a 2/4 for 4 isn't horrific. So now this can get indestructible. And unfortunately now they can double block the messenger. So we'll keep that back. And we're just going to try to get there on Arbiter. And I think it's worth making them use some of their resources. Like the Pontiff, if it wants to take out the Spirit 1-for-1, still needs to give up something else. And I'll take a Spirit for any of the creatures they have. So we'll accept the 1-for-1 trade with the Spirit because trades are generally good for us here. And if they have to trade, I mean, they'll probably trade Teysa here. And we'll do it like that. We're giving them a handful of turns to dig their way out of this. It's not impossible for them. We're at 7 life, which is a consideration as well, but we do have blocks, so... Ooh. Don't want lands. But Oppo has even more than us out, so... Nothing to complain about there. Slime Bind, nice. Keep that in our back pocket here. In fact, now I'm going to go ahead and do this because the Slime Bind produces a 2-for-1. Or at the very least, the messenger double blocked is no problem. Mega Man maybe has a out to like a sweeper or something. Doesn't see it there. Okay. Good Orzhov. A lot going on the ground. Maybe the junk troller works here. Assassin's Trophy has been okay in Standard. It actually hasn't been a big player. So if that's your consideration, no super need to do that. Is Junk Troller just too cute, though? Probably just too cute. Yeah, and that's the other thing. They don't have a lot going on in the air. We'd be better off with a messenger, except also a lot of their stuff in the air is better than our messenger unless we get the high alert specifically. So I think I'm going to run this back, although we could put in like a Pegasus. To get, because this becomes a 3/3 flyer that can trade with their 3/3s. I don't think I want IGI. I'm running out of time. Did we end up with a... Gosh, we never ended up with the Destroy enchantment either. I think I'm just going to run this back. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Don't like to see the double high alert, obviously. But they also show double mortify, so... and if we happen to get black and they try to mortify our high alert, we can sack it to a final payment. That's a cool play. I'm going to keep this, but it's... no, maybe I shouldn't. We have our key card. This combo is great with it. But we just don't have anything to cast these other two spells. I'm going to mulligan this, but it's very close. And sadly, can't keep that dude. Need some other mana. Alright. Great to see. We can cast a turn 3 Spirit. And now we get Revels to get it back. We have Sentinel's Mark if they double block it. I mean, if they exile it, so be it, but... Ooh. Oppo. Really? You don't say. Mortify incoming. Now I want him to mortify the spirit so we can get them both back. I'm not going to do the Revels for 1, though. Oh no! Oh no! Bye, Spirit. Sorry, buddy. Let's go ahead and try and get him with the Sentinel's Mark here. Interesting. Almost starting to feel a little bit snipey with some of the plays Oppo has made, but they're in the realm of possibility. Pretty snipey, though, to not block there. Yeah, it's just it's still. I said pretty. Like I say, I'm never gonna blame anybody for without evidence. It just raised my eyebrow. That's all. Yeah, exactly. We showed Mark, so maybe they're just on top of it. There are times where I've gone, that is a stream snipe, and have generally been correct. Then there are times like this where I go, huh, that's a little bit snipey, you know. I kind of meant to judge before damage, but I started talking. So that's why I did that. I'm going to judge it now, though. Viscopa. Not much of a worry there. We've got Concordia Pegasus that already stops it cold. And there's another one. Those two are sitting around waiting for high alert. But since we have the two, we'll go ahead and attack. Perseus, if you're trying to get to Mythic in Limited, I mean, play it a bunch, study it a bunch, and don't copy my drafting, because I do things that go for gem value instead of win percentage value. Obviously, if you're going for rank, you need to have the your eyes on the prize of win percentage value at all time. I would do a lot of studying of the top Magic players in the world that are streaming. Like me, I'm not one of the top Magic players in the world, but you can learn a lot from watching me. But basically, try to find people who are streaming that you feel are clearly better than you are and learn something from them. Or maybe they're as good as you are, but play a little bit differently from you. Yeah, Ben Stark is like me, except like 1,000 times better, you know. Like, but we have the same mindset in terms of a lot of how we're looking at things. So I'm a big Ben Stark fan. Somewhere a high alert is waiting for us. I'm really nervous about when the floodgates open up here with these 5 spells to our 2. Let me do this. I'm going to sandbag a planes because Bellhaunt could make us discard, and we don't have any need for that right now. Yeah, sometimes 2 people can have wildly divergent takes on a format. No, you gotta go all in mono red aggro, force it every time. No, you gotta go full on control every time. And they may actually be this tiny fraction of a win percentage apart in their results, despite having completely different strategies. I want something besides land. We continue to seem to be able to hold the ground here, hold the ground, even though we're not on the ground. We're holding the ground. Holding the ground from the sky. Maybe I should keep a gate. I think I'll hold on to gates now, because a lot of our gate... 2 of our gate rewards like having gates in hand at this point. Mono red and RNA, not so much, but mono red Dominaria was a legit thing people did to try and break that format. Right on, Fanatic Guru. Glad you feel yourself getting better. Well. Still not really finding what we want to find, but now... Oh, that's dumb. I should have just... now we at least present lethal next turn. I should have attacked with 1 Pegasus, though. I don't know what I'm afraid of here. I'm kind of doing the board control thing kind of incorrectly. I'm like... all worried about board control and not... although this single play kind of would have made trying to kind of go for it last turn wrong. He said. I call. Maybe he's trying to Dead Rebels it, I guess? Working, but what? Why would you... Maybe. Maybe just wanted the life. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Just getting some life. I thought they'd recovered enough with the Thrall that that type of play wasn't necessary, but I can see why they would want to do that. And now we can... well, the Sentinel's Mark doesn't turn the Thrall into a trade. It just bounces with the Pegasus, so I'm just going to send in the Spirit. Make them block. They can't play around it now. They know it. Yeah, High Alert would be a great top deck. That could close it out. We're going to continue to just take it from the Death Toucher. Ugh, stop it with the thralls. It's rough. But we can keep drawing land. Sure. Sure. Or Raiders gain some life. I don't know what, you know, has it really done good work? I mean, maybe it kept him out of death range, but it's just gained him some life. And the fact that it's done it this game, it's a data point. I've always been willing to run them. They're just not excited. It's kind of like the that boar. What's the you know, the boar that becomes a 3/3? It's like the white version of that. It can be good. It doesn't work sometimes, but overall, not what you want to run in that slot, if you can help it. You can't always help it. With Resolute Watchdog, I really just want to find a high alert here so that we can attack into these thralls and force them to lose one. And now with this stupid Grudian is actually a real problem. But I'm gonna... Super annoying. I have to Dead Revels back for it, I think. Fine. Super annoying. I don't even need to sack the dog. We're just going to Revels both of these back and replay them both. I could have used the dog on here, but this just gives us a Revels to do. I know. But then also, dog is around to save the spirit, which we want to save more than the Pegasi. And cheaper doesn't really... Let's face it, cheaper doesn't matter. Look at this situation here. Cheaper is not what I'm worried about. In fact, actually, we'll do Spirit. Oh, does it have Vigilance? It does. Okay, good. So we attack with the Spirit, the Vigilant Spirit. Now it's extra cheap. Oh, yeah. Well, given that I was going to do this, like, we need all of our creatures back anyway. Yeah, it almost does, like, the board was going to be the same, right? Like, no matter which way I'd have done it, we would have ended up right here. And maybe some of this would be tapped differently, but the point is, all our stuff on board and the ability to cast our final card. Dog is man's best friend, therefore I didn't kill him. How about that? Okay, final payment. Taking out one of the thralls. And sacking this. Oh, I should... that was a punt. Sorry. Here I was talking about the doggy. I guess I like the doggy too much. That was just me being bad. Let's see if I can find a high alert to save this. I don't know why. Magic is hard. I've been playing a long time. Yeah, get out your punt emotes. Too much time today. Do that. And then insult to injury. We have to give this one up. Looking like we were unlikely to win that one anyway, but I don't want to do these. That's kind of the inverse of sour grapes. We would have lost anyway, you know. Or maybe that just is sour grapes, but certainly shouldn't have made that mistake. Now let's focus a little more on sideboarding in case there's things we want to change here. Portal. We didn't see any lockdown. I wish I could get rid of their graveyard. feel like we've been looking at these cards before. This rally hasn't come into play, but I feel like the rally could get them good if we just get the timing right on that. Yeah, I think I'm just running this back. IGI could be okay. Nah, whatever. Run it back. There's not a lot to cut. We have... Alright, I really want this one. I want to make up for that punt. Find a way to win this match. Need to find some black to turn this stuff on, but we got to keep what we see here. Don't seem to have a Colossus coming soon. Ooh, that could make this game go long again. This could make it go short if we could get it online. But Pleppy, it's in a splash color doing something that we don't need done. What is it doing for us that the high alerts we're running aren't already doing for us, you know? Oppo currently only showing white. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Maybe in that they only had white spells to play and are sandbagging their swamps. I'll take a gate. How about the Orzhov gate, please? Not exactly. I'm gonna make one courier vigilant. Because I have summary judgment for the other one. Hey, a little late, but there it is. Just the gate I was looking for. The thralls are coming! Oligarch. Still doing good up in the air here. I mean, not attacking for a lot. Got 2 high alerts. Wouldn't mind seeing one of them. Alright, we need 3 for the Spirit and 2 for the Judgment. Actually, I'm going to go shields down on Judgment right here. Maybe it will convince Oppo that we don't even have it, for one thing. But also, if they decide to attack, we can untap and Judge in main phase to do 5 or whatever. Alright, no value carrying imp, that's good. We don't lose anything to get that we could get back with Dead Revels. And we're close to getting this Colossus online now. There it is. Let's start with the Spirit, though. If they double block, we will not save it with the dog, because I just want to get the Colossus down now. We can Dead Revels it back later. Thrall incoming. Because Oppo's got nothing but thralls. See? Well, we're on the Colossus plan this time, and I swear I'm going to remember that I have a watchdog to protect it. Yeah, it tends to laugh at Orzhov's defenses. All they got is thralls. So we have to deal 55-ish damage. We can still do it. Knight Arbiter adds to the pressure and forces a chump next turn. Not anymore. All thralls. I told you. All thralls. Ooh. Sit down, thrall number 2.
All right, everyone. Chill.
There might have been some other attacks, but I'm going to stick with this basic line here until it doesn't work. Could judge the thrall, but I don't think we need to. Wonder if that... What does that do for me? If we go Spirit of the Spires, everything gets big butted and tough to kill. I like it. Dimir went 4 and 3, I think. We lost to a couple of great Boros decks and then had mana issues in one of the games. I don't want to leave us back, dead to some crackback, but this has got to block the up top. And I guess we can, let's do this much, this much, this much at least. Make sure I'm doing this, not doing anything needlessly here. Because let's see, what happens to these 3, right? They have... block. I guess it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Because they can't really afford to double block one of the flyers. Or if they do, I guess we're okay with that. And we have the Dead Revels, too. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I cannot lie, K-Cat. Yeah, they're going for a double block here. Didn't really count up the spirit, but let's see. We get... No, I guess we want the spirit. Okay. Mortify. I'm gonna... Yeah, I forgot the doggo again, darn it. But I'm gonna get it back with Dead Rebels. That was my actual plan here. But I should have just saved it, because then they'd be looking... Then I wouldn't have... Then it would be ready to attack next turn. So I guess I'm a terrible doggo user. You could punt that one, too, if you wanted. But I did at least... I was at least thinking about the Dead Revels. Get those two back. Anything? Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. We have the blockers though. I mean, might as well sack it, but why? Like, I might as well have 1 mana up, right? Does sacking it do anything good? Because I can definitively say leaving 1 mana up does something good. I like that we only have 1 gate in play. It means that there's 3 other gates to get back the Colossus if they do anything else about it here. But we'll run out the big boy. And definitely send in this and basically nothing else. Like, we could send in the Chillbringer. Nah, we're just going to try and get there on our difficult to block stuff. Yeah, high alert at any point. 2 and 21 for high alert. Well, I think they have 8 copies of Grasping Thrall. I just wanted it to be easy. Instead, we have thinking to do, because now Oppo has a triple block to kill the Colossus, but it takes out all 3 of those. And they can't do the triple block without leaving everything else available to attack. So... if we attack with everything, then they chump the Colossus, and, like... I guess we can attack with everything because we have the couriers that we can activate now. Let's do this. We have Petulant Spirit and Summary Judgment to defend ourselves on the crackback, so I like the swing away. With this. We'll leave this one back, I think. No, whatever. I think this is a lot of trouble for Oppo. And with Spirit and Judgment, I feel really good. And 14 life, so they got to come up with something remarkable here to stave this off. Come on, Exploding Karn. We got the emote for it. That is not enough. That is not enough. Exploding Karn, right? They get, well, maybe it's enough. Let's see. so much life gain, it's hard. 5. Well, I guess we'll find out if it's enough. Let's see if the Sentinels mark. Let me make sure. They've got 1, 2, 3 blockers in the air. This has to go on the Colossus, so they only have 2 blockers in the air. And if they go block, block in the air, we get 3, plus these on the ground, plus this. Yeah, I think we do it with the mark on a courier. We go mark. In fact, we can even just wait and do it. Do it after blockers. I mean, yeah, we can do it. Yeah, let's just do it now. I don't think we have the life gain because of when I did it, but it's okay. This should be lethal. Unless my math is completely wrong. I think my math was good. And what's that blocking? That's that and that, so it doesn't matter. Exactsies! All right, glad I found the win to make up for the punts there. Little doggy punt. I just love dogs. You can't. It's very difficult for me to sacrifice dogs. Little bacon bolt there. All right, we're 2-0 in this one. Still got a strong audience, so just let me take a quick beverage break and we'll play some more. I might lower the desk. Last time I streamed for this long, I stood too long and then hurt the next day. So I think I'm going to go get a quick break and lower the desk, and then we'll keep marching on. This is likely to summon the dog, who hates this. No? Unusual. Wow, Wow, Rocket managed to not flip out over the desk. Maybe he's getting used to it like the robot vac upstairs. Hey, Geezy, thank you for the follow. All right, is the record updated? No, let's update this record to notch that win. Nice to get 2 wins right off the bat. We've got 800 gems to go along with the 120 that we got from grinding during the draft. We're going to get at least a booster pack as a prize, which is going to get us another 20 probably. And if we can pick up this match, we got straight profit for the free-to-play account. Would obviously love to see some white here, but given this has so much of what we're trying to do, we got to keep it. Oh, I was going to look at I forgot, but try and remember after this match, if people are interested, we can review the spreadsheet and take a look at how to calculate your EV and the differences between best of 1, best of 3, and so on. All right, come on now. Any basic land. I'll even take another island. You just give me a land off the top. Blah. Looks like another high alert mirror. Perhaps a clear the mind. Yeah, more clear the mind over there than high alert, probably. Don't I find the competition tough? I can't tell the difference, honestly. I think you do Gateway Sneak, then Gate or Plains gives us a good attack with it, because we can play high alert. I feel like my subjective, undocumented personal experience isn't what's relevant. Oh, come on, Plains for the high alert here, please. It'll be so beautiful to nullify that slime bind. Plains! Come on, deck. You gotta help us. Oh, so rude. It's not going the direction we want here. Okay. That helps. Yeah, it's true that, I mean, the nature of ranked is that the higher you go, the better the competition is going to get. At least in best of 3, it's just going to be win-based, and you're not going to get a skill tax. So it's hard not to... And also, I think, because of the nature of competitive play and the nature of how ranking systems drive competitive players, a lot of the best players are going to be off trying to achieve rank. You know... All right, Sneak. Can you find me a Plains again, please? Let's go with the Plains off the top from the Sneak, please. I will take it. I will take it. And we're going to go Doggy... Courier. Note that when I play the courier that did not have the eyeball, the one with the eyeball loses the eyeball. So it doesn't really, just so you know, you don't have to play your eyeball copy of the card. Pretty okay with seeing that. Ooh, maybe less so with that. And I'll be really upset if we see a fourth one right here. Okay. Okay. They get to do it once, and then we get to kill one. So, not all is lost here. Just trying to see if there's anything to be done. No, okay, nothing to be done here. But they got to tap to do it, and then we get to summary judgment twice. So they only get to do it once. Well, I eventually get to summary judgment twice. Rally lethal if they don't block. Let's do the math on that. 3 power. Well, let's start anyway. Let's start with an attack. $11, $12, $13, $14. Yeah, it does. Right on. Rally comes through. Nice. I didn't miss that. I hadn't even figured out the attack yet. Anything we can do? We don't have a clear the mind, unfortunately. We don't have enchantment removal, unfortunately, so we're just... Yes, chat saves some time, then. I'll give you that. Technically correct. Nantuko. Drill bit is interesting just because I feel like, you know, taking out one of those petitioners, I wonder how many petitioners they got. I mean, that was 4 right there in the first quarter of their deck. And Junk Troller does not save us from that many of them, so... this might be an IGI, since they're not really pressuring us. What if we do... But, again, all this would do is apply pressure for us, and I think we're doing that better with the cards that we have. Maybe, like, a Windstorm Drake, or another Messenger... No, I don't want any of these. I think I just like I like where we had it. Well, if you have Clear the Mind, you would do that, but we didn't do anything, right? What we're going to do is understand their strategy and try to race their milling. If you have a deep, strong board, though, you could add cards to your deck. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, against Mill, I'm going to go up 10 more cards because I have 6 or 7 spells I'm willing to play, or some number. You know, you can add to your deck, but it can be fancy play syndrome. I'm not going to keep this. We do nothing here. Not much better, but if we find some white... I'm going to keep this because... if we find another land, Sneak can help us undo our mulligan. There's the extra land. Literally the most of those 1/3s I've seen is just now against an opponent with 4. I've never played against somebody who's showed 4 before. Yeah, we got what we got. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad point. I think if we go to game 3, I will. I've kind of relegated it to the unplayable bin, but emergency powers is a good point. If that's how they're trying to win this game, we should absolutely bring it in. Good call. And we get a sneaky gate. Right on time. Boom.
On the shoulders of giants.
Considering our options, we only have one white source, so it's just one of our white spells, and we could... Really, it's whether or not we want a final payment, that dumb wall, so that we can actually start pressuring Dovin. I don't love what that represents about the rest of our game here. It's a little bit desperate, but I think it's what we have to do. One of the reasons I don't like it is that, sure, they either lose a Thopter or a point of loyalty, but then they just leave Duelist back.
Succeeded. It's the small things that matter.
I blame Nox. Peacetime. Nox went and dumped viewers on me. What am I supposed to do? Turn off the TV? Alright, well, we got to 5 mana, so at least we have a Chillbringer we can make use of. And... unfortunately, can't... guess we're gonna... What's he doing here? I'd rather draw the card here. But how are you suggesting we draw a card? I don't even know. Oh, like pin and draw? Yeah. Maybe. Maybe if we pin and draw, then next turn we yeah, I think you're right, Kat. Let's do that. We'll draw a card here. We need some help.
All right, everyone, chill.
All right, that's good. Oppo stuck on land, so if they can stick for one more turn here, even that's okay. They can find a land here, but the fact that they haven't really done anything is really good for the high alert.
Don't mind if I enjoy this.
Yeah, again, unfortunately, only one white mana. So another thing we could do here this time, since the sneak likely isn't getting through anyway, for now, I'm going to attack with the Chillbringer and have Sentinel's Mark ready if they go for the triple block. And leave the Gateway Sneak back to kind of show that we're just desperate here. Like this. Reasonable. then we have a courier, and then high alert next turn is super sweet.
Fired by a good assault.
Yeah, probably just FaceTime, right? Like, who cares about Dovin? Ooh. Well, we got Revels to get that back at least. And in fact, we have that now. If we make it tap correctly. Let's see. Do we care if they triple block the sneak? That's fine. We'll just get it back as part of our Revels. Now I can't even remember exact. I know that we have the one creature. If we only have one creature in the yard, we may just not Revel. Yeah, especially with that. Like, what's in here? Okay, we have Pestilent Spirit and Chillbringer. No, we'll go ahead and Revels. That's fine. Spirit and Chili Bee. That's right. Revels is friend of milling.
All right, everyone. Chill.
What's his ultimate? Look at the top 10, 3. Okay, well, can't do that next turn. We get Chili on their Chili.
All right, everyone. Chill.
And yeah, I could untap, but I don't think that was the play here anyway. I think we just want to... I mean, we could kill Dovin here. No, we actually couldn't. Sorry, this Chillbringer is summoning sick. I'm going to go to the face. And yeah, we're going to judge a petitioner. Yeah, I like that over... we can judge the Chillbringer next turn, too, if we need to, because it's going to stay tapped. I care about it enough because we are at 9 life. I mean, they could play a high alert of their own. That would be rough.
I can benefit from another's success.
Good thing we have a backup plan. See what they do with the scry. Good. We wanted to see it go to the bottom for sure. Is that correct? No. I guess it didn't really matter, but maybe if the sneak gets through, it will. I'm not going to give it vigilance. Well, it's too late now. Yeah. I like the courier plan over the spirit.
I stand on the shoulders of giants.
Come on, let's get there. Fair enough. All right, that's good. We get the sneak through here. And with 4, 5, 6, 7 land, we can even afford to... I feel like we can go ahead and give the courier vigilance. And really force Oppo to make some trades here. Annoying. For sure. I don't trust it. Nantuko. Gosh, is this gonna get them what they need to get out of this? Is this enough to... No, they can't. The main thing is they can't... They don't have 7 power, right? So they can't get... No, I guess they did. Interesting that they're not going for taking out the Chillbringer, too. Alright, we get another gate attack next turn. We can play the Spirit, or we can leave the High Alert around for untapping. At 9 life, what happens if... Yeah, they can't really attack out, so let's go ahead and do this. And if they do attack out, we have Summary Judgment anyway. Yeah, it might have been enough Spirit over High Alert, but the fact that we get to keep Summary Judgment up as well really makes it sensible to me. Yeah, a little bit of non-bow, but still worth it. I like that Oppo is digging too. I think I'm going to send the sneak at Dovin, though. And just take Dovin out of this equation. Unless we can just win. Well, you know, obviously, just winning is pretty cool. Do we use a judgment on one of these? Thopters. This gets through to... yeah. I'm going to do it. It's not much prevention, but we're at a low life total where Oppo is trying to race, and we just want to make sure we're not way behind, you know, that we don't lose that race because we were feeling like Judgment was too good for a token or whatever. But we're also, again, I'm not completely racing because I want to... I'm going to take out Dovin now. And Spirit for sure. And if we mess it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we can even attack with the Chillbringer and untap it. So I like that as well. We attack everything, send sneak at player. Well, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You want to send sneak at player. I kind of just want Dovin out of the picture. Is that wrong? What are you thinking about, Dr. Muscles? Why do you want to go at the player if I attack all? Because I do want to attack all. Yeah, they get real low. But... for the card. You just want a card over Dovin. Alright. Since more people are saying card over Dovin, I'll do it. But I think it's a close one. Wouldn't kill Dovin. I just don't want to attack Dovin unless I'm just getting rid of him. All right.
I benefit from another's success.
That's pretty threatening. Alright, so... Okay, that's a good draw for us because it really helps us keep applying the pressure directly to Oppo. Right, it's just, we just got to keep swinging away. I think that's got to be correct. I'm going to do math is for blockers here and figure that we can't win unless we're just really putting all the pressure on that we can. That looks good there. They do a high alert of their own. Ooh. Close? No? Alright, they get a lot of life, though. Jeez. A decent amount of life. Chunk of life between these two spells. That looks pretty good, though. Alright. I think that's it, because they don't have anything for the... This is unblockable. So, I think we're good. Oh, no, now this is... Now they have a flyer. How about Sentinel's Mark for the win? Is it not enough? Yeah, I guess, yeah, because they can't block... Well, no, they go block, right? They have to give up their... They have to give up their board, but they're not dead. And we get a planes. That's how we roll. Yeah. It did work, but we got to ignore it. Kind of an interesting thing, sign of things to come. You know, this question of whether you really put your attacking resources at your opponent's planeswalkers or not. All right. I like our chances, but they do get more chances of their own. I just like our chances. Yeah, see, they're already safe for a turn. I think ignoring Dovin has gone largely well for us. 8.
You're doing me a favor.
All right, Dovin's finally gone. Had nothing to do with us, but okay. And Gate Colossus. Strong magical card. We need all of our land to be able to cast both of these. Do I care about the flyer? No. They can get in for 1. Looks like they intend to. I wonder what that means. I hope it doesn't mean we're dead. Oh, I thought we had one more land than I thought we did, I guess. All right. $11, $7. Yeah, I'm expecting Clear the Mind, but all right. Nice. Profit! Let the gems rain down. Yeah, that was a good game. Thought it was going to go faster than it did. That's a keeper. Might put that one on the old good game list. Sure, more Magic. If I'm over 150, I'll keep streaming here. I was a good boy and got all my shipments done this morning, so I don't have any shipments this afternoon. That's one thing that's freed me up to do some extra streaming here. I should check my orders. If you want to go see what my store is pretty understocked right now because I'm in the middle of cataloging some collections to add to it, but if you're interested in seeing what cards I have for sale, you can go to my store there. Not great, but we're going to keep this with the Courier High Alert sequencing. Nice, good games. We were talking about what a great match that was, and when there's a good match, I usually throw it up, isolate the games out. That last game in particular was super tight. Some big debates in our chat about whether we were supposed to be going for Dovin or your face, and I think going for your face there was correct, but it's hard to say. Just because we won doesn't mean it was correct. It might have been, maybe we would have won faster if we just got rid of Dovin. Second High Alert, not so useful, but the Courier looks good here. Doggy, which will come down after the High Alert. I suppose this is quenchable, but we have a backup. Nice. Downloading VODs is easy. You just go, if you go, your drop down under Twitch should have a video producer page, and the video producer page is great. There's lots of good tools there. But you can both, within the video producers on Twitch, you can just download your stream wholesale, or you can actually use the tools they have to cut it into chunks, which is what I do. That's why my if If we go videos, if you go look at my videos page, you can see it's got a lot of collection categories. One, just keeping an eye on when this Pteramander becomes a dragon, you know. Duelist. Well, that doesn't do anything to us. I wonder if they'll realize that. It does give them extra power if they had wanted to trade, but I guess not. Okay. Can't really do anything about that. Making some bigger dudes. What does that let you do? Prevents the Pteramander from ever becoming a dragon, for one thing. I maybe could have just chumped. Not chumped. Could have tried to eat the Pteramander. It's probably safe. I think they're just being desperate, and I was just like, I don't care. I didn't really stop to think about blocking because I just didn't want to put anything at risk, but I think blocking there would have been fine. There we go. That's some of the double blocking I was expecting a little earlier. And now that the Pteramander is locked into being a 2/2, we'll go ahead and kill the duelist, right? We're doing 3, right? Just to make sure I'm doing this right. I guess I could have played the other high alert. This looks like more the Skies mirror than a like CTM deck or something over here. Yeah, maybe safer in hand. The other thing it can do is protect against enchantment removal, because they get rid of the one and the other one stays behind. Well, binding, you say. That does do something. Angel is good. Insight looking for answers. They have a forced chump right now, and I don't think of anything, can't think of anything in blue that changes that. No blue, 1-mana blue tricks or anything. So we'll send in the 1/1/2, is what I'm getting at. Exploding Nissa. Concordia Pegasus. Not bad. We get some more life, but they're not concerned about our life total. They're concerned about theirs, so makes sense. Endless chump blockers incoming. You think they're just going to drop them turn after turn? Well, we'll keep abyssing them and see if we can... Now this is where they're going to try... I think they'll try a double block and we can really get them there. With the slime bind. Given that I am going to attack with everything, if they want to chump and eat, I'd like that better than them double blocking. And we'll do it... in that order, and slime the Griffin. Now, granted, I could put the slime here, and they would have an 0-3 instead of a 1-3, but on the fact that there is a 1 white mana +2/+2 trick, I figured I would just take out the biggest one for sure there. Not sure if that mattered, but that was my thinking. Yeah. Isn't there? Pretty sure there's... God, am I wrong? Maybe there's not a +1/+1 for 1 white. Yeah, I thought there was a Zeal. Yeah, right, because it can go up in the air if you want. That might be my deliveries. Expecting some deliveries. Rocket, ease up, buddy. Don't make me mute you. Alright, that doesn't do much for Oppo right now. If we can... And we get to force the... Now, I guess there's nothing also that can deal with a high alert for 2 mana, so it's safe to not play the second one. But I do want to avoid getting blown out by an instant speed enchantment removal mid-combat. We'll keep those in hand, though. That is a picture of Rocket. That is the actual Blessed Beast. Oh yeah, we're... I didn't think I updated this. We are 3-0, aren't we? Thank you. Alright, we saw another blue-white deck. They had the enchantment to give everybody Exalted, basically. I want another piece of the Air Force in this one. But for what? It's so hard to put something in. Or take something out. Like, I like the idea of the Drake, but what are we putting in here? I mean, what would we take out if we want the Windstorm Drake? It just does feel like our weakest flyer if we assume we're going to find a high alert. Watchdog, yeah, Rally. But Rally also kind of wins those battles up in the air. Rally's been good with the high alert. I kind of like it, but all right, I got to take out something. We'll cut the Rally and see if we just wait, what did we take out on accident? Chili. Yeah, Nantuko likes the Rally. I did too, but I'm willing to cut it for one game at least and see how the Windstorm Drake feels in that place. It's about that high alert assumption. That's the thing. If we assume high alert, then the Windstorm Drake is not that great. But if we don't get high alert, it's like a third high alert. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But we'll keep this. Reparse that, or, refactor that, Nantuko. I don't understand. Well, not a blistering start here, but not one from Oppo either. Although, as the high alert deck, we're kind of aggro skies. I would like to get off to a blistering start. It is not to be, though. Oppo stuck on land. We are stuck on no action. Let's change that right now. Action, please. Action. That's action. We'll call that action. Yeah, I'm thinking about the body. That just bodies are good. Savant's gonna find Oppo some desperately needed land over there. See if they go bottom or top, or how. If they go top, it's 2 land. If they go top bottom, it's 1 land. Yeah, they got 1 land. Angel's not getting any wife here, but it's the biggest attacker, so I'm going to throw it out there. Nothing on the ground, just checking all our attacks. They're showing... They might have the fairy or whatever, but it doesn't change anything about this attack for us. We can leave up final payment, but I'm content to... Oh, this is a +1/+1 counter? Indeed. And you're putting it on the Savant? Alright. Well, here's another courier, and we can always judge the Savant next turn. Important for Oppo to be finding another land on top there. That's good for them. This time I will remember. Look at the dog is saving one of my important creatures. Let it be known. Put your... Well, you don't. You can use the punt emote if you want, I suppose, but you can't. Yeah, keep throwing out land. We'll do this. Chili B.
All right, everyone. Chill.
We're going to go ahead and final payment to the Chillbringer now. There we go. Yeah. That'll knock you about the head and face, won't it? Boom. Nice. Clean 4-0 to start this event. I gotta thank Nox just for forcing me to draft again because of the results. Nantuko, I've said this before. We are the final boss. Why not summary judgment the Chillbringer? I don't know. Felt like winning was cool. I see what you mean, though. Yeah, I could have done... yeah, I could have just used the summary judgment there. In that spot. Okay. And no white yet, but we're going to keep this. We'll get there. Go for it. If you get out of here, I'll be, you know, I'm going to play till this event ends. So when this event ends, my stream will end shortly after. Oh, maybe that was it. I can't remember where the game was at that point. Well, I was debating between whether this should be well, actually, I guess this would have been an island. So swamp or island was the question, so this wouldn't actually change our situation much. Trying to get him to come down and say hello, but he's too busy keeping us safe, I guess. Got to slime the creeper. Super big. I could have done that at instant speed, but they do have technically blue. I just wanted to do it while their shields were down. Alright, well, we can cast that at least. I'm gonna leave the courier back to try and block that goblin. I think the Gates deck is probably the best in Arena. And Orzhov, Esper, like, I think Esper, Azorius, and Orzhov are all right in that range, but they've definitely risen above the green guilds in the end, at the end of it. Yeah, this could, if they've got tricks, I guess the courier's dead. Well, we have tools for that is the thing, but not if we draw like this. Show them that we're a white deck. Well, that's exactly the card we needed to even have any kind of prayer. The question is, what kind of prayer do we have? We put Watchdog... Well, let's see. We can't two-spell it yet or anything. It's just one spell a turn. I guess we Messenger. Messenger can't trade with anything, though. I guess we spend the most mana we can on the biggest thing we can, and then we hope we draw another planes, and the next turn we could do something two-spelly if we get a planes. Or we get any non-gate we could chill bring. But we definitely have to just suck it up and take this smack, and hope they don't do anything devastating with the follow-up. Hey, look, we get it.
To the extreme, I walk a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
You've now seen my arsenal there. With only one white, this is a one spell turn no matter what, so it might as well be Chili Bee, and we'll go back-to-back memes on you.
All right, everyone, chill.
Rumbling Ruin. Yeah, it's an interesting attack because... Let's see, we can put 2 on the Zerta and then follow with reasonable stuff. I think we have to double block the Zerta, but also with Oppo on... sorry, I'm going to try. Look, UI. Tell me what's going on, please. Oh no, that's not attacking. Look, brain, tell me what's going on, please. Okay, since that's not attacking, then we'll totally do the wrecker. I wonder what does that mean though. So if they're attacking like this, then they must have a trick. If it's +3/+3, I'm just gonna put it on here and make them have the trick, and just have them do a 1-for-1 for the trick. Yeah, maybe they're just trying to find mana. That's a good point. If their hand is full of expensive gasoline. But that's good. They 2-for-1 themselves to do that. Yes, that does look super cool. I'm looking forward to it. We just need if this were a plains, like, we could stabilize, right? We could go, but now we have to, like, mark? Do we mark? If we mark, we get a 3/5 and go to 9. And then if they draw green, though, we're pretty much dead anyway. If we messenger, we have a 2/3 and a 2/4. I think we're very, very, very close to dead. But we had a chance if we drew a plains there, and they couldn't find it. I'm gonna play out the messenger, see what happens. Don't want to show him the mark, but I think we're just dead. If they don't get green, if they get green, we're just deader than dead. But if we can keep that hybrid at 2/2, we're not super dead. I have noticed that it's been a long time, I think since we've drafted a red-green deck in the format. Like, if I filter RNA... Yeah, last time we had green as a main color in RNA was March 24th. Do this. Probably just getting lightning bolted out here with the skewer. No? Pretty effective, though. Well, there's our second plains. What can we do with it? We can... Concordia Pegasus Sentinel's Mark have a 1/3 and a 2/3. That's pretty weak. We can Watchdog. We can High Alert. No, that doesn't do it. It's got to be Concordia Pegasus. And maybe yeah, Pegasus. Then at least we... But then we're just dead, right? Like, we need a Watchdog, too. We need 3 blockers to live. Yeah, we could lifelink, that's the other thing we could do, but I'll go with the 3 blockers approach. You got it, Oppo. GG. Alright, weirdo 5-color base green gate deck. Base Gruul 5-color gate deck. Watchful Giant seems okay. Actually, if we're gonna do that, we should just go Junk Troller. Get some big stuff on the ground. Junk Troller over maybe even Messenger. Quench might find its mark in this one, but it's still pretty risky. I think I'm just going to go with this. Portal. Now we go with this. Yeah, Quench is at its best against Gruul. Simic often has ways to pay for Quench because they're saving money for Adapt. But that being said, it's still not amazing. It's just best against Gruul. All right. Find us a High Alert this time, please. Always fear the gates ablaze when I see an oppo dropping gate after gate. We don't have anything else anyway. I'm gonna... Oh, I guess we can't save up final payment if we do this, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm trying to, like, get him with the Sentinels mark. I guess it works, because, like, at least we go to 6 toughness, so if they got the Stony Strength, yeah, they bounce. They don't... It doesn't become a trade. We're doing it in open mana. We're taking on some risk. And there you go. At least it's a 2-for-1. I thought they were going to actually just kill it, so I'm cool with that. Do need to draw something besides what we see here. We'll take the 2-for-2. Probably final payment. The next big thing we see. Going for the haste, huh? Oh no, there you go. Yeah, we'll just pick this off right now. There might be something bigger coming, but... That was 5 damage to save eventual 6. Like, you know, we were already going to take 6 from it, so... Now we just got to hope they peter out a bit here. Really haven't seen much of... You know... We're not doing anything here. Ugh. A little flooded on this one. Yeah. The flooding continues. Mana issues in this match are not helping us out. We've basically been pleading to the shuffler for this entire match. Not technically dead, but come on. I mean, yeah. Not going to win that one. I got to try to take Eljif's advice for the next one. But here we go, folks. We have one more match either way. Let's go for it. Let's open this pack now. Add to our grind. 20 gems to throw onto our grind pile. Oh, I didn't document this one yet, huh? All right, let's see. We got, how many in this? Did we get 80? No, we got like 120 in the stream, in the draft, right? 120 plus the 20 there for our current gem grind. Oops, that's not what we want to do. All right. For the 5, let's do this, gang. 5 wins. When's the last time we had 5 wins in this format? Not too long ago. On April 1st and April 2nd, we went back-to-back 5 wins. That's fine to start. Yeah, sorry, let me go adjust that. I don't think I wanted to acknowledge my loss, but it's real. Just trying to figure out if we want to slime bind now. If we do find land, we're going to be pretty busy the next few turns. Although I guess if we don't find any more, we just have Spirit and Mark. I'm going to do it. Could have put it on the Death Toucher, I suppose. Then it would have made this a 2-for-1 if we get the Spirit blocked. Although, looks like mana's not going to make that matter yet. Death Toucher Menace. Tough choice on that. But yeah, now I'm thinking I wish I had done the Death Toucher. My best blue common in this deck is Chillbringer. I don't think we have... Or do you think... What do I think in the set? Whether it's Admonition or Chill? If you said, Ryan, you only get one of these cards for your deck. You get either one Admonition or one Chillbringer, and you don't know anything else about your deck, I would say Chillbringer is the best, and I would take the Chillbringer. But if it's pack 1, pick 3, I think I probably take the Admonition as something that goes in the no win condition clear the mind version of the deck. And I'll play a bunch of them. I don't know, it's close. It's a super close question, which is what makes it interesting, but also for me in some ways it makes it what's not interesting, because you can't really lose. You'll be happy with either one of those. Well, after a really great start, the Shuffler has decided to start messing with us, but we're not out of it in this game yet, and certainly not out of it for the match. Oh, I need to say it. Right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and draw a... plains or an island? I'm going to go with plains. We have a lot of cards in hand that are white, so plains, please, off the top. Juggy? Nope. Plains, 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 plains. Uh-huh. I see how we're going about it. It's going to be that way. Kind of want to scoop, but we're not 100% out of it yet, so I'm going to show them that we have a messenger. Carrying Imp gets a little life back. I'm also starting to fade. I can feel it. It's a good thing this is last match either way. Plains. Well, at least we don't have to discard this turn. But I think that kind of puts us out of it. Like, maybe we go... Let's see, what happens here? We go land... Courier, High Alert, and like blocking works all of a sudden. I don't know. How does blocking work against 3 Death Touchers anyway? All right, 1,000,000 Death Touchers and IGI, and mostly on the ground, although showing an Imp, but kind of aggro Orzhov? I think we can take this deck. Are we dead here? Maybe I shouldn't even be scooping. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think we show anything anymore because of the IGI. I'm going to go smaller here. Maybe even take the Thrall out, but that seems silly. How do you bench Thralls? But we saw a lot of ground stuff. What do we want to trade with on the ground? Like, this doesn't even trade with the kitty is the problem. We want stuff that trades with the kitty. Portal might be okay with all that death touch. Surprising him with a first striker is probably something to consider, because they had a lot of death touch, like a lot. Lot. You want to try it. Over. Pegasus was not great because of all that death touch. I would rather like maybe find room for another messenger. I'm just, obviously with high alert it's fine, but I'm going to assume, I don't want to assume we're going to have high alert every time. So maybe that's just okay. 13 creatures though. Put that in. Yeah. Maybe the messenger. No, I don't want ill-gotten. I'm going to go with this, though. It's great in aggro that stalls out. It's great in Rakdos aggro because Rakdos runs into brick walls and can no longer get damaged through. IGI as a 4-mana way to finish the game isn't really better than any of our flyers with high alert out, for example. Keep this and hope we find some land this time. Great, there's some land. Need a little more to make sure we get offense online. Don't want to slime bind that. I'm going to wait. I think we want to slime bind Death Touchers. Although maybe it doesn't matter. All their Death Touchers are on the ground. We want to win through the air and high alerting through the air. And none of their Death Touchers can touch Colossus without help. Just deciding for judging here. I am. I'm going to save the Slime Bind for Death Touchers, but I'm willing to judge, because we are going to try and find land and be the more aggressive player here. Ooh. Well, then there's that. I guess we get Doggy and Slime Bind anyway. Would I always play GC even in 2-colored deck and say 2 to 3 gates? I think 3 gates is the minimum. I think if you're looking to go long and you have 3 gates, then you're looking at maybe a 7-mana Gate Colossus with the chance to return it later, which seems fine. Not great, but okay. And qualifies as a Death Toucher. And actually, it also qualifies as a Death Toucher that can block the Gate Colossus, so that's funny. Land. I will take any kind of land without complaint. Any kind. Whatever you want. But that's not land, so I complain at you, Shuffler. I complain at you. I mean, this deck was just tearing it up. We blinked and we're 4-0 with basically no problem. And now we've got 4 straight games with mana issues, and it's not going great. Oh, Magic. Interesting attack from the spirit. Makes me think they have exposed to daylight. Expecting exposed to daylight here. No. Okay. Hey, Dionysus. Yeah, I decided to go for an extra long stream today. A couple reasons. First and foremost, Professor Knox dropped a bunch of viewers on me, and I was thinking of leaving right about then, but felt shameful to waste such a lovely raid from the prof. And the other thing is that now that I am sponsored by my lovely sponsor, Card Kingdom, views matter to me more than anything. Not more than anything, more than ever is what I meant to say. That's a little late, but not completely dead. And it's the only thing we can do, so we're going to do it. But now, as I move forward in my relationship with Card Kingdom and potential other sponsors, tracking the number of viewers I have and the number of people that are seeing my stream each month really does matter to my bottom line in a way that it didn't before I got sponsored. So the sponsorship means good things for my viewers as well, because it means that I'm going to be more likely to be tempted into streaming extra long. Are we blocking? No, so I'm attacking. It's not, in a sense, the way, basically all advertisers are, anybody paying for advertising wants to know how many people they're reaching and what demographic those people tend to be in, right? So my demographic is Magic players, and Magic players who are hardcore enough to be watching some Magic streams. And so I share with them. It's not like I submit to them the number of people that saw the stream and they give me something in exchange for that. But we'll keep looking at the kind of numbers I'm putting up on my stream and what I get for my compensation, just like any network TV or whatever TV show or anything is going to be based on eyeballs and viewership. So we'll keep revisiting those numbers. Boy. Now we have a nice birdie to do some defense, and I'm still not blocking with doggy, so I'm attacking with doggy. That's pretty good. That leaves them with a nice clean 6, taking us to 8. I would say, no, they don't pay a fixed fee. They use, and I say they are about Card Kingdom Dionysus, but basically this is just how it all works. Is that it's based on numbers, but it's a negotiation. You can ask for more. It's a contract. I have a contract with Card Kingdom that lasts for a while, and then for a few months, and then we're going to take a look. Anyway, it's a constant reevaluation of the relationship and the numbers, and you can be as transparent in those negotiations with you as you want in the business in business life. I'm pretty transparent with Card Kingdom because I trust them so much. I basically said, "Here's my viewership. Come up with something that's win-win, and then let's keep looking at it." Yeah, this is no good for us, is it? Boo. Yeah, really anticlimactic. After a really great start to this deck, we just literally went mana issues in 4 straight games for the 0-4. But we'll give it one more turn, I guess. yeah, we had a good match in there with the Dovin match. I'll throw that up on the good games. It's great to have Nox's viewers hang out with me a little bit today. Appreciate all of you who are still here. And for those of you who aren't, I was still glad they stopped by. Alright, they just have the straight up win. Alright, GG Oppo, nice deck. We just could not get any land luck there. But I'm glad it happened after we already picked up the wins. Really nice to get this sheer profit on the event. We get five boosters to go along with it. So actually we should now, let's see, with 8 mythic, 2 mythic rare and 8 rare, I wonder if we should, how many mythics we have left in the set. Let's go check before we open those packs. We want to look at mythic rares, not collected, Ravenic Allegiance, and then go Q under 4. All right, we have that. Those are fake. These are fake. So 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter. If we open one... I'm going to go ahead and do it just to get there on this. We're so very close, chat. We're so very close. Maybe it'll happen right here on stream. Right at this very moment. If we, in these 5 packs we're going to open, get any mythic, they will give us Prime Speaker, and we will be at our 4x. Oh, cool. Yeah, so if we, we'll no matter what, we can finish it out. Cool. Yeah, no matter what. We get to hit our 4x here. Dun, 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 dun. 20. 20. Another 20. Another 20. We got our final wild card. Home. Dex. Collection. Prime. Craft. Hey, Finn. Yeah, we were just talking about how the deck I was running against you went 4-0 pretty easily. We just cruised through to 4-0 and then literally had 4 straight mana losses, or mana struggles that at the very least contributed to our losses. It was a good deck though, and we did get the 4 wins to get profit, so we're happy about that. And there we go. There's that would have been Prime Speaker, but instead we went and crafted her, and instead got 40 gems. So of the 5 packs, 4 of them were 20 for 80, and this is another 120. So another 120. Wow, gang. That was a 260 gem grind. And despite the horror with which some people observed us rare draft during the draft portion, it totally worked out. I'm sure we got more gem value out of that rare drafting than we did EV in the event, and we still fairly well crushed it with 1,800 plus the gem grind. So I'm going to add that to the spreadsheet tonight after I